Hey YouTubers, and welcome to the Rant 1279 channel on this June 30th day of 2015. I have my good friend Garrison Newkirk with me on the call.
There has to be an actual audio recording of Stuart Sutcliffe saying "Love Me Tender." There has to be.
It has to be. But how you doing, man?
Living, breathing, rocking and rolling.
Cool. Well, I do have a message video on today. It concerns with the things that has been going on YouTube, the SGSN, and our community, our YouTube family. And here's one thing that I will say first. First of all, Alex Perez, yes, I do forgive you, man. I will do an episode of Lucky Numbers soon. As soon as you get started with episode 2. I love the first episode, which was splendid. It was very awesome. And you know how I love those, that roulette wheel spinning. So, I will be on there soon, Alex Perez. All is well.
Just to say about his game show, I think it was a lovely concept that he did. It's an original game show, just like how you came up with your original concept, Word of the Street. Yeah,
which I'm going to do soon. It will be done sometime in July. So, but I'm trying to get this card shark season over with so we can get on to this Word on the Street business. But, that's pretty much what I have to say on that issue. And now here's the real issue I have to talk about. Last night, Stuart McFerrin, sent me a disturbing video in the private chat on my instant messenger. And at first I was thinking to myself, why is he sending me all these videos and stuff about what goes on between folks, between my YouTube friends on YouTube? But now that I further looked at the video, and Gary has looked at the video, haven't you?
Yeah.
I think Stuart did the right thing here by letting me know about it. And I will say this, I will not name any names of these folks who has done this. And I would just say personally, the two individuals I'm talking about know who they are. The one individual is completely innocent. Would you agree?
Yeah, one of them is.
And the other one is completely not innocent. And the other one that is completely not innocent had a bout with me a month and a half ago. You know what I mean? And here's my advice on both of these individuals here, to the person who is innocent and stuff. If a person does not want to be bothered with you, if a person doesn't want to hear what you have to say and stuff, please don't be friends with them on Facebook. Don't bother them on Twitter and YouTube about it, because, this person is not going to listen to you no matter what you say to them. Just completely don't bother them. Because I tried to say something to this user about him disrespecting his mom on the internet website, and he said that I was attacking him by saying that. Now, to me, I'm going to say it this way. If a person have been abandoned by their parents, that is a bad situation. That is a bad situation, a horrible situation. I do feel bad for that person. But at the same time, you have to have a level of respect when you're on the internet. You have to have a level of respect when you call yourself posting stuff on the internet. It's just that simple. I stand by what I say. I don't bite my tongue. I stand by what I'm saying. I'm not saying any names because I don't want this video get taken down, and I don't want a community guideline strike. But I'm speaking on this issue particularly. You know what I mean? And to the person who is innocent, we have to cut away from this user. This user try to start stuff on saying that he's the victim. He's being harassed. Yet, he's calling people names at the same token and being belligerent with them. And I'm going to tell you what the Bible says about that. If you're dealing with angry people and stuff, you cannot associate with the angry person, because you'll learn their way. That's the simple fact. You'll become angry along with that person. You know, and this individual blocked me, and I blocked him too because I think he's a horrible friend. He's destructive. He's a bully himself. You know what I mean? And for those of you that complain about the fact that, you know, y'all getting blocked on Facebook, move on with y'all life. Some people are not meant to be in your life. Some people are just meant for you to, some people are meant to be in your life for a season. That's what my former pastor would tell you. You have folks that are in your life for a season. And, you know, don't get mad if a person does not, you know, respond to you. You have to cut away from them. And by you cutting away from folks, maybe they'll come to themselves and realize that they're wrong. That's what I'll say. You have any takes on that, Gary?
Sometimes friendship's meant to last, sometimes friendship's meant to die.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah. And to the person who is acting all belligerent and stuff, I mean, you did this to me a month ago. When I saw the video, it almost seemed like our argument that we had. It almost seemed like the argument that you and I had on the Skype call. And to me, it seems like it's too much coincidences with this person. It's too many coincidences. I'll even go further. I heard on the PYLP, you stormed out and got angry. You stormed out and got angry because you did not get your way. You didn't get your way. And you left. And you saying that these folks are getting on my nerves. So that means that every time somebody says something to you, everybody gets on your nerves. Pretty much. Yep. What you think, Gary?
Let's just say a little gas.
Yeah. Yeah. But what do you say about this situation?
Well, basically, I can't really give my thoughts because you just put it right there in a good bundle.
Yeah. So I say to all the people that are blocked by this person, don't accept his friend request again. I think some of y'all know who I'm talking about. Because if y'all, I'm saying, y'all need to really teach this individual a lesson not to block people that's trying to help him. I mean, please don't accept his friend request again. You know what I mean? Some of y'all are so gung-ho about trying to get friends. A friend, a true friend, is going to accept what you say, whether you say it to them or not, the wrong way. They'll sit there and accept what you have to say and respect you for it as a person because you're trying to look out for their interests. And some of y'all really need to look up friend in the dictionary, what a true friend means. Because some of y'all don't get it. Y'all think a friendship is a conditional thing. You know what I mean? You think, and some of y'all think love is a condition with love. When you love somebody, it's not a condition to it. You love them just because. You know what I mean? I choose to protect my folks on here whether they want to hang out with me or not anymore. That's my thing. When I say a lot of stuff, and sometimes I might get upset and stuff, but it's for people's own good sometimes to protect them. Because I would not be a friend if I allow y'all to do things that's going to embarrass y'all on the neck. So do I regret saying what I said last month about people posting stuff on Facebook about their family and stuff? No, because it's disrespectful. You know, and it shows poor character in your part. And that's all I got to say about that. You know what I mean? Now, Gary, you will agree that I didn't say any names, too many names on the video, other than Stewart's name and Alex Parras' name, right?
Yes, you mentioned nobody else in particular except the people who you just said.
Okay.
All names have been named. And one thing to say about love, like you said, I can't really give my thoughts except the only time I'll talk about love is like, let's just say musically. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, but some of you guys need to really look at the definition of what a true friend is. I mean, I'm going to tell y'all something. True friends Sometimes you're going to have arguments in friendship. Don't y'all know that? Don't you know me and my wife argue a lot? And we'll be married 10 years in December. We argued a lot. There was one point in my life I almost divorced my wife. One point. And we somehow came together again. You know what I mean? And now that I came to myself, I'm not leaving my wife. I'm not. That's the thing. I'm not leaving my wife. I don't care what anybody says. That's how I look at it. I'm going to stand up for her as a person because she stood up for me many times. She stood up for me many times. I'm going to stand up for her as a human being because that's what men are supposed to do. And I'll stand up for you guys too if y'all being wrong against. Because that's what friends are supposed to do. And if I don't stand up for you guys, I would not be a friend. You know what I mean? If I didn't stand up for y'all guys and protect you, and sometimes I get hurt by it too when I stand up for y'all. You know, just like Jesus got nailed to the cross. He didn't ask to be nailed to the cross. He was nailed to the cross and crucified because of our wickedness and our sins. And he paid the price for us so that way we can't go to hell. Or won't go to hell. So that's the way I look at it. I have an obligation to tell the truth when I need to tell the truth and speak in y'all lives when I need to speak in y'all lives because y'all invited me as y'all friends. So, and those of y'all that want to block me on Facebook, you know, block me. Those of y'all that don't like what I have to say on this video, unsubscribe. Simple as that. And I'll move on with my life with those that like to be my friend. Because there's going to be always people that's going to be my friend in my life. I believe I'm going to always have friends. I have a good network system. I have good friends on the Skype call. I have a good family that really loves me for who I am. And I mean, I thank God for that.
Why do you think you won the leader of the SGSN on the award ceremony?
Yeah, I try to be a good leader, Gary. It's not easy sometimes. I really try. I really try. And I want to keep on trying to be a leader. And being a leader, sometimes being a leader is trying to be humble yourself. Sometimes being a leader means trying to hear what other people say. And some of y'all that claim to be leaders and stuff, y'all don't lead. Y'all bash folks. And that's not being a leader. And you know, I talk, and I'm particularly talking to people who are in the leadership role in the SGSN. And it's not you guys. Y'all are doing fine. A couple people are doing fine, but there's a couple other folks that said, I'm the leader, but y'all want to be a sore loser in the game. That's not being a leader, that's being a hypocrite. You know what I mean? And being a leader, being a leader sometimes you have to be like Jesus. Jesus was a shepherd first before he even was a leader. He washed their feet as a sign of being a shepherd. As a sign of being humble. He was being humble when he washed their feet. He was doing servant work. Sometimes you have to be a servant before you can be a leader.
See, about leadership, it takes, you know, respect,
yeah,
honor, dignity, loyalty, love, and responsibility.
Yes. And
responsibility, that is a big word when it comes to leadership.
Yeah. And unfortunately, and even with this, and I'll bring this up with the Donald Trump thing, I really don't see Donald Trump as a stable leader in my life.
I can't either.
Because he made those racist comments against Mexicans. How could he? How could he? And I watched Apprentice. I watched your Apprentice. I read your book, Art of the Deal. I read all of that. I read that book as a kid because I think, you know, Donald Trump may be a positive influence. He has leadership skills and stuff. I don't follow people who are racist.
See, here's the thing, though. After the statement, he made it immediately through his pretty much leadership under the bus.
Yeah, NBC is not bringing back The Apprentice. Yep, and it's not and it took away Miss America and Miss Universe pageant too. I mean, folks are not playing now about this racist stuff.
No. See, here's one thing. I'm going to talk about somebody who is a good leader.
Yeah.
The body, Jesse Ventura, the former governor of Minnesota.
He should run.
He's a good leader. Look at Jesse Body Ventura. He is tough. He's tough. He knows how to speak fluently. I believe he is respectful. And here's the one thing. He knows how to get shit done.
He does. And I hope he runs for president. Nobody's talking about Jesse the Body Ventura, but everybody else, we're hearing bashing back and forth, back and forth. When the hell are we going to get somebody that's going to lead this country into the right direction?
Jesse Ventura, please run for president. You are a good leader.
He is. I highly suggest y'all vote for him next year when this election is over with. I mean, because he stands on his ground. He stands on what he believes in. He doesn't care about what anybody says. That's why I look at a leader. You know what I mean? That's what a leader is. Not nobody that's been divorced 2 times and on their 3rd marriage, like Donald Trump.
Jesse Biden Ventura, that's why he's tough, because he knows how to show leadership.
Right. And if you follow history, Gary, there's only one president that has been divorced in the history of the United States. That's Ronald Reagan. But when he got divorced, he did not do the divorcing. Jay Wyman divorced him. And and then you have Nancy Reagan after her. But here it is, guys. Being a leader, you have to act as a leader. And being a leader, sometimes you may have to take a step down sometimes so you can get yourself together in order to be a leader.
See, you mind if I say a couple things about Jesse the Body?
Yeah, go ahead.
See, here's the thing. Here's 2 things. One, back before he became governor of Minnesota, when he was with the WWF, when he was a color commentator, yes, his gimmick and everything, but if you listen to his commentating that he did and whatnot, he was getting stuff done.
Yeah.
He was getting stuff done. Now, moving forward to when he was governor of Minnesota, making them speeches and everything, being on camera, he was professional, he spoke fluently, and got everything done.
Yeah. And I highly respect Jesse Body Ventura because he is honest. He's very honest. When he speaks up about facts. He has facts to back up with what he's saying. I just want honesty when I put somebody in White House. Not anybody is going to get that.
See, you want to know, here's one thing. I'm going to name a couple presidents from what I can think of from the top of my head who was honest. The 2 most commonly known, JFK and FDR.
Yeah. Yeah. And JFK, he died for it. He died for it because, I mean, him being honest, so honest, he died for it. You know what I mean? If we follow the video, if y'all watch the old JFK videos, he had got shot in the chest, and then it was pretty graphic. He got shot in the head.
Saw in history class. I know exactly what you're talking
about. And it was a hard video to watch.
Saw in history class.
Yeah. It was a hard video to watch. For me, it was hard. What about you, Gary?
I was just sitting there. I didn't even say nothing. I was just quiet. After that video was over, I was quiet for the rest of the day because it was so freaking shocking.
Yeah.
And disturbing. But it gave a lesson. Pretty much everything wrapped up you said. Yeah,
but then, I saw something else on YouTube. They showed the after effect of JFK, who, after he got shot, and they showed him how badly his skull got damaged.
Yeah, I didn't see video. I saw photos.
Yeah, it was scary. It was scary to see that. It was very scary, but it made you think about it. And then you have, after JFK, you had Lyndon B. Johnson after that, who signed the Civil Rights Bill.
He was an alright president.
He was a good president, but he almost, he didn't mess around. He did not mess around as a president. If you follow the movie Selma, he did not mess around.
That movie, and I learned exactly that he did. See, the best thing I loved about Lyndon B was when he wrote the document for the civil rights.
Yeah.
That was the best thing I've seen he's ever done.
Yeah, and he created HUD. He created the housing urban development. Yeah, that's another thing I respect about him. So they can have affordable housing for people who don't have the money to afford a house. You know, but there's a lot of history behind that, you know, and that's why I look at it as a leader. A leader will stand up for what they believe in and not worry about the consequences later. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying, when I say stand up for what you believe in, I'm not saying break the laws, but they just have a firm footing, standing up, knowing what they're saying is right.
See, all I can say is, we don't need someone who's racist and a narcissist in the White House. We need someone who is a leader.
Yeah.
Get stuff done.
And what he said, it pissed me off.
You know, a lot of people off because everybody loved his show, The Apprentice. Everybody did, but now since it's gone, thanks to his remarks and opening his mouth about it, no Apprentice. That's it. He got fired.
Did you see how the beginning of his speech went, when he was riding down the escalator to get down his speech? Because you know he did his speech in Trump Tower, in the building where The Apprentice is.
Of course. The Trump, see, so much Trump. We have Trump Plaza, which I actually did like. I do like that.
Yeah.
Plaza, Trump. I do respect, that's the only thing I respect Trump on, was the Trump Plaza, the Trump Palace. That's the only thing I respect. The game show Trump card, which I don't know much about.
Well, I love Trump card, yeah, because he put his name to the game show, but I mean, I just don't agree with it. I'm sorry. I just don't agree with what he was saying about, you know, what he said during his campaign. I'm sorry.
See, here's the thing. If Jesse Ventura doesn't go for the presidency, the best one we can go for right now, for my sake, is Hillary Clinton.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Hillary Clinton has a shot at this.
She does. And plus, it'll be the first time here in American history we have a female president if she does it.
So those are my two candidates right there.
Jesse Ventura, Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, those are my two candidates right there. It's not, I wouldn't want Trump in there. I wouldn't want Jeb Bush in there. I wouldn't want Willie Wilson in there, because Willie Wilson, you heard of Willie Wilson, he's from Chicago. He doesn't speak any English well.
No.
So, I mean, you need a person that is level-headed, that has a clean record to run the White House.
See, here's the thing, though. There was a candidate battle voting between Hillary Clinton and Jesse Ventura. That would be a hard decision. That would be a hard decision.
It would be hard because, I mean, both of them have the skills to stand up for what they believe in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have the skills to do it. You know? Everything is possible, guys, but that's the way I look at as leadership. If you're a leader, you sometimes have to humble yourself. You know what I mean? You sometimes have to step down from your high horse and, you know, compromise with folks if you want to get stuff done. That's what being a leader is to me, folks. So, I think that's all I have to say, because I said a mouthful. You have anything left to say, Gary?
Well, all I can say is once that time of the year comes around where everything's going to get hectic, when voting comes around, all I can say is hope we get the first female president, or hopefully later on, before November, we get Jesse the Body Ventura in.
Yeah. And I want to make a big shout out to two people who always inspire me, you know, to speak, you know, and say, first I always like y'all as my friends and stuff. That doesn't change. But there's two people in particular that are doing well on YouTube, that I always watch their channels a lot. I want to give a big shout out to Lovely T's channel, because she just speaks the truth a lot on her channel about all the issues that are going on in the news. I watch her channel. And another person that I want to give a big shout out to is the Advice Show TV, Phil Advice. Y'all guys rock on y'all channel, and I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate watching y'all videos, and y'all somehow help me with my life as a man. And I want to thank you guys. And oh yeah, not only that, I like the Young Turks channel too. They're a good channel to watch too. A big shout out to them. Alright guys, well this is Rodney1279 signing out saying be safe, be careful, take care everybody, stay blessed, and I will see y'all for Second Fortune, and hopefully I will kick ass tonight. Later y'all.